Good morning, City of Adelaide Lions. Good morning, District. Good morning, Australia. Happy Easter. Hope everyone's well. Hope you got a few chocky eggs this morning. And I'm off on my walk this morning for the City of Adelaide Lions Get Active program. Thought I'd still get out this morning, as I said I would last week. I hope you're all really well. I hope you started your morning off really well. I hope you're still practicing your social distancing. And I hope you've had a good week as well, whether you're working or staying at home with the kids or working from home, whatever it is that you're doing. So good morning everyone in Lions World International, here on Facebook, Lions Australia, all my friends as well who have been following me as well. I'm out at Gazer Footy Park again, doing my walk to get my exercise in, so I hope you're getting your exercise in as well, however that may be. Lots of different ways of doing that, and we'll have a bit of a chat about that this morning as to one of the things I'll talk about. But I hope you're having a lovely Easter morning, whether it's with family, your kids, or if it's with a loved one. Bit of an irony, I guess, or oxymoron when you're talking about diabetes in kids. Morning, Coda, how are you, buddy? Hope you're well. But yeah, hope you're enjoying a few chockies as a bit of a treat. But I guess it's one of those things you talk about when it's diabetes and stuff, for what this campaign's all about. So for those who might be new watching me this morning, or if you watch this video later today, the City of Adelaide Lions Club has just started off. Morning Harish, how are you, buddy? The City of Adelaide Lions Club has just started off a new program about 6-7 weeks ago now. It's called the Lions Get Active program. So I apologise for those who've been watching already, this is a repeat, but for anyone new, this is the Lions Get Active program. It's purely an active program that raises awareness about diabetes and well-being. So it's not a fundraising activity or anything like that. It's not really called a project. It's not really a project that Lions do where it's actually getting together and putting something physical together that directly impacts or you're giving to someone in the community. Morning. It's purely just an activity, I guess, that we thought we'd put together just to show that Lions are a group of people that actively do activity, actively participating in the community, and actively promoting wellness, health, and it gives an opportunity for people to join us to do some exercise if they need a platform to get some exercise into their day. Now we know that social distancing is in practice at the moment. So when the program gets proper up and running again, that's what we're promoting, is to provide an opportunity for people to socialise, to get some exercise into their day. And we have a general cause of promoting diabetes awareness and prevention. So again, for those who don't know, that might be new, Lions International has 5 global causes, diabetes being one of them, and the other 4 are vision, hunger, children's cancer, and the environment. So this is just purely an activity that our club has decided to get involved with, that purely promotes diabetes, but also promotes wellness and health as well. And we're going to take this program to do a couple other things as well that will directly help the community as well. So at the moment it's just an activity for people to get involved with to promote awareness about diabetes and healthy living. So I hope you're getting your exercise in. Many ways of getting your exercise in. So please find your way to do that even during these weird times that we're in. So if you're a regular viewer of these videos that I've been posting on Facebook, I hope you're getting your exercise in. If you're new to me doing this, I hope that you still find your way to get some exercise in because of its importance for your physical wellness as well as your mental wellness. And like I said, when we get the program back up and running, it'll be for your social wellness as well. Just thought I'd take up this opportunity to talk about there's a direct correlation between an article I read this morning that was out a couple of days ago that Patria put me on, and diabetes as well. And I mean, it's a bit coincidental around about this Easter time, with our beautiful chocky eggs. But This is purely an awareness thing. It's not you have to do what I say. It's just a matter of thinking about it and making it part of your lifestyle and that sort of stuff, and just being aware about it and how things affect your body. There's an article in the Advertiser just a couple of days ago from who we're going to have as a guest speaker at the multiple district convention in May. That was going to be here in Adelaide. So for those who don't know, I've been living under a rock. That's now cancelled, unfortunately. But the main keynote speaker was a doctor who was the Australian of the Year, Dr. James Mukey. I think I pronounced that right. I know Patricia will let me know otherwise. He's actually just put an article out in the newspaper that just talks about the direct correlation that sugar has with diabetes, and he's actually claiming that there's less correlation with exercise and our lifestyle that has an effect on type 2 diabetes. So he's mentioned that there are 1.6 million Australians living with type 2 diabetes. Excuse me. There are 1.6 million people that live with type 2 diabetes here in Australia. And so he was actually proposing that there's evidence out there that shows that sugar has such a correlation with those people that have type 2 diabetes. It's more than the rest of the diet that they eat and the amount of exercise that they may be getting. So I mean, please enjoy chocolate eggs for this Easter weekend. Or maybe you want to break them up during the week so that way you have a bit of a spread, you're not eating them all consuming in one hit and getting a massive sugar high. Whatever goes up has to come down. So I don't want you to get your sugar lows afterwards. But for those with diabetes, or for those who want to prevent getting diabetes if you're a bit older, obviously you want to eat your chocolate eggs in a bit of moderation. So if you get the chance, have a read the article. It's a short one, but it really talks about, really highlights, just how much of an impact the sugar levels in our diet and in our foods in general have such an impact on whether you get your type 2 diabetes or not. So yeah, have a read. That's from our keynote. That's also from our keynote speaker that was going to be at the multiple district convention, Dr. James Mukey. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So while I'm getting a walk in today, as I have been for most Sundays, please make sure you're finding ways to get your exercise. Claire, how are you? All the way from the UK, from Sheffield. Woo! Hopefully you're finding a way to get your exercise in. There's plenty of ways of doing that. I'm walking. Get out on your bikes. Walk the dogs. If you're a jogger, make sure you still get out there and jog. You still need to avoid all those exercise machines, that a lot of parks have these days. Here in Adelaide, avoid those. If you're a scooter, get on your scooter. If you like rollerblading or your roller skates, get on your roller skates. Get on your skateboard, whichever way. But remember that there's still plenty of ways of doing that, of getting your exercise in at home. So you might need to be a little bit creative. There are plenty of YouTube clips to get exercise in. There's heaps of floor exercises you can do. There's heaps of, you can use various household items as weights, so you can still get your resistance training in. Cans of paint, hot, heavy milk cartons. You can still get, watermelons are quite heavy depending on how much weight you need. Have a look around your household and see what you can use as weights, and you can still do your bench presses, you can still do your bicep curls, you can still do your shoulder presses, all that sort of stuff that you do in a gym. It might be a modified form of it. May not be the same weight you normally do, but it still gives you an opportunity to get out there and do it. But let's remember the other old ways of doing things as well. Get out the old skipping rope. Get the skipping rope out with the kids. Double dutch it. Get the long rope out if you've got one. Single rope. Do stuff with the kids as well. The old skipping rope's a great form of exercise. That's still really, really popular amongst gyms. Boxers still use that from way back when. They still use that now as a way to exercise. Yoga's a really good one. I'm not a big fan of yoga myself, but I've done it a few times. One of our lovely members, Lynn, is a yoga expert. So if you always need to get a few ideas, I can get you onto Lynn and she can throw you a few ideas as well from our club. She was the one that started with me with this project as well, and she'll continue with me when we can get past all the social distancing stuff. So yoga is a really good idea for those, especially if you haven't done it before. Pilates is a great one. Yeah, you might need to break out the old DVDs or VHSs if you got them. Break out the old DVDs on Zumba. Remember those days? Billy Blanks in his nice Spanx. Whoa, carved body he was. But yeah, you can break out those videos, get out there and dance. There's plenty of dance videos out there, whether you've got them on CD, whether you've got them on DVD or on YouTube, plenty of dance videos. Get out there and dance with the kids. Heaps of ways of getting exercise. Find a way. Well, I'm here at Gazer Footy Park. There's a few people playing tennis. Easy way to keep your social distancing that way. We've got someone playing basketball as well. We've even got a couple of kids playing soccer, using the footy goals here at Gazer. So there's still plenty of ways of doing it with the kids or whether you're by yourself. So please make sure you still get out there and get your exercise in. The government is still saying you can exercise with one person, whether that's your family members or friends. So just keep it to that, keep it nice and simple, but still make sure you get out there and do so. I'm using this platform with the Lions Get Active program for a couple other reasons as well. You'll see that I'm wearing my Lions shirt, so I want people to know that Lions are an active community of people that actually get out there and try and help. Obviously we help the community, but I want to show them that we're out there to try and help people all the time, especially with being active. And so every time I do this Get Active program, I'll be wearing my shirt. I've invited other clubs to join me, and obviously when we can do that again, I want them to wear their shirts as well. I want people in the public to see what Lions are doing. Lions are a massive organisation worldwide. It's the biggest organisation in the world from a community service point of view. There are far more volunteers in Lions than there are Rotary, Kiwanis, Apex, and all the other volunteering services. Now they obviously do a wonderful job. All I'm mentioning is that Lions International is the largest volunteer base when it comes to a community service program or association, sorry. So there's about 1.4 million volunteers in Lions worldwide, which is fantastic. So if you're interested in joining Lions and being part of that 1.4, and we'll grow it up to 1.45 and 1.5 million people, then please contact me. I'm more than happy for you to call me, contact me in any way possible, and I'll help you find your nearest club. A lot of people don't know, and even a lot of Lions don't know this, but Lions is such a recognised association for the humanitarian work that it does, that Lions actually have a seat on the United Nations. So yeah, it's the only non-country, I don't know what the preferred way of saying that is, the only non-government, the only non-country that has a seat on the UN. And there's many reasons for that, because Lions is non-denominational from a religious point of view. We don't have a religious affiliation. We do not have a government or political bias. We are completely non-political. We are purely humanitarian. So that's the reason why we've got a seat. We don't look at things from a biased point of view. We don't favour a particular country. We don't favour a particular religion. We don't favour a particular gender. We are purely about humanitarian services towards the people that we serve, the communities that we serve. And so that's part of, so that's the growing reason why I'm doing what we're doing. I want people to know that I, as a Lion, are out here, and I just want to promote what we do. I'm using this platform with you guys to promote what we do. So I would love it if you can share these videos that I put out every Sunday. I'm posting them on the City of Adelaide Lions Facebook page. I'm then asking our district to share them. I'm putting them on my personal page as well, so I want to spread to my friends who are on Facebook who follow me, or who are friends with me, sorry, what I do, just to get the message out there. I want to promote what Lions do. I want to promote what the organisation does, so that one, clearly people know what we do, and two, it might spark some interest in getting some more members, and spark people just to help. Even if you don't want to be a member, you can be what we call a friend of Lions as well. So if you know a club and you want to just help with a particular individual activity or project, put your hand up and they'll be more than happy for you to accept your willingness to help. We've had plenty of people at the City of Adelaide Lions who are friends of Lions friends of our club that have helped. And so their volunteer time, whether that was an hour or 2 hours, was hugely valuable and really appreciated. So if you wanted to even just do that, that's fine. There's plenty of ways that people can get involved. So either become a member or just be a friend of Lions. That'd be great. So I'm using this program, this platform, to really promote what Lions do as a whole. So even if you've got a project as a Lions club that you want to promote, I'm happy to promote it for you. If there's other clubs within our district with any projects that they want to promote, I'd love to do that for you. So just let me know, drop me a line, send me a message on Messenger here, or on Facebook, or send me an email if you've got my email, send me a text, or give me a call if you've got my number. More than happy to promote anything on here for you guys as well, because I want to get what Lions do out there. That's what this program is all about. City of Adelaide Lions is really keen to progress how much Lions is promoted, not just in our district, but in Australia and internationally as well. We run a Cubs Club program at our kids' school, and that's getting lots of international attention as well, which is really cool. We're really proud of that program, and the kids really enjoy what they do. And we're really glad that our international clubs are taking interest in what we do. And we'd love to know what other clubs are doing too. It's not about us, obviously. We love to know what other clubs are doing as well, with what their projects are, how they're helping kids, how they're helping the environment, what sort of projects they're running, which type of people they're helping. So we love to know that. Our president, Patria, is really keen on, she's really all over Facebook and following what other clubs are doing. So please make sure you follow what other clubs are doing as well, for those other clubs out there. Now, obviously in this time, I mentioned this last week, I'll mention it again. Please make sure that you're in contact with the members of your club. Check in and see how they're doing. Give them a call, send them a text, whatever it takes. You know, put some sky riding in the air if you need to. Find a way to connect to your members and make sure that they're doing okay. Troubling times mean that you know, our well-being might take a hit for some people, especially if you've got mental health issues. It can definitely take a hit. That's going to take a hit on anyone, whether you're a Lion or not. So please make sure that your members are being checked in on. I know that Adelaide Hellenic have checked in on their members. I know that our club has checked in on our members. So I'd love to know if your club is struggling with that. I've got some ideas of what you can do to help do that if you need it. While I'm a member of the City of Adelaide Lions Club, I'm also a member on the district cabinet as well, so in the global leadership team. So I'm more than happy to help any clubs that need some leadership assistance or guidance. There's myself and Meg Butler who can help with that. Meg is an awesome resource as well when it comes to leadership and how clubs can run, not should run, but how they can run. Because one of the benefits of being in a Lions club is they run how they want to run. There's no two clubs the same. They might have some of the same projects. They've got the same aim, that's to serve. Our motto is we serve. So they've got the same aim as to serve for the community, but how they serve the community and how they run their club is completely independent from other clubs. There can be commonalities, they can do it the same if they want, but they can do it completely different as well if they want as well. And that's the beauty about being in a Lions club. How you want to run your club is individual, and it needs to be relevant to your members and to how your community wants you to be serving them as well. So that's the beauty of being in the Lions clubs as well. That's what I'm saying for anyone here in Adelaide. I know from just a bit of research that no matter where you live, metropolitan Adelaide, there's at least 2 clubs within 5 k's of you. Probably 3 in most cases. So yeah, so it's easy to find clubs. It's easy to find a club near you, or alternatively, look up what the clubs do from a project point of view, an activities point of view, and how they fundraise point of view, and join a club that has a project that you are interested in, that you're passionate about. So there's really 2 ways of how and where you can join a club. I've mentioned them before, but I just want to mention those again, just in case anyone new following me today or watches my video later today. If you're watching my video now, those people have already said hello. I really appreciate you following and watching. If you're going to watch this video later today, hope you had a great day. And I do appreciate that you watch it as well. if it is later in the day. I'd love for people just to post how they're getting their exercise in. Had a couple of posts last week that came to me personally rather than on the page, which is fine. So I'd love for people to show me how they're getting their exercise in, because it'd be good to share what they're doing. Let's keep our spirits up in these weird times. There are many ways that we're keeping our spirits up, but I thought, why not use this platform as for the Lions Get Active program of everyone showing how they're getting their exercise in. One of our members out at Clare is constantly getting out on the walks around their property. Hey Deb, how are you? And they're posting photos, which is fantastic. They've done that on their personal page as well. So yeah, so show me what you're doing. Show some different ideas so that people can, you know, think about how else they can do it. There's someone else coming out here now at Gazer getting the jog on, which is excellent. It's a little bit brisk here in Adelaide. A bit cloudy, but that's all good. Not raining like it was at the start of last week. It's nice to get the legs moving. I've got to make sure that I keep my knee joints fluid almost, or keep them. I've got to keep the mobility going. Otherwise, they start creaking. So yeah, please make sure you get out there and exercise. Now, if you do have diabetes and you need to manage them, there are specific reasons for that. Obviously, one, you need to make sure you get your blood sugar levels under control and managed. You need to make sure that your circulation is functional. You need to make sure that the blood is pumping around your body. Because for those who may not know, diabetes obviously has some horrible effects on your body. It can certainly make you lethargic, depending on your levels with your hypoglycemic or hyperglycemic. It can have a direct effect on your energy levels, on your conscious levels, whether you're confused with your days, or therefore how alert you are, and that can then range to the more severe effects of, again, unconsciousness, which isn't good. Amputating body parts, especially your feet area. Your feet become a big problem if you've got type 2 diabetes. Your feet become a massive problem, and so they need to be managed. So please make sure you're taking care of those, taking care of yourself from those point of views if you have diabetes. If you're wanting to prevent diabetes through your lifestyle choices and your food intake, then again, that is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing with this Lions Get Active program, and why the City of Adelaide is doing this program. Is if you've got any questions about general health, post them my way, and I'll obviously do my best to answer those questions. Now, we're using this program from a diabetes point of view, but it's also from a general health point of view. So if you've got any questions about physical health, your mental health, we're here to help. If you need some suggestions or some assistance with your social health, your emotional health, or your spiritual health, then again, throw me a question. More than happy to answer those questions and help assist you, at least assist you with any of that sort of stuff. I'm not saying I'm an expert at all. If you've got any, any massively probing questions, please see your GP. Please see a health professional. Give Diabetes SA a phone call if you're here in South Australia. Otherwise, give Diabetes Australia a phone call and get some advice. So I'm not a professional by any means. I just know what I know. I used to be in the health industry a while ago. So I'm happy to help, but please don't take my word for gospel. Please make sure you get direct advice where needed as well. I reckon I'm going to leave it there. I'm probably going to do a couple more laps here at Gazer. I reckon I might try and get some jogging on as well, like I did last week. So I hope you're finding a way to get your exercise in. I really appreciate everyone following me this morning and watching this morning. As I mentioned at the start, happy Easter. I hope you are able to spend it with your family in some form. I had my parents around our way yesterday and we were saying hi from the end of the driveway, but at least I got to see them. So I hope you're still finding a way to see your family and your friends if that's possible. Share some eggs, enjoy the chocolate as a treat. If you've got any questions that you'd like me to answer here on this Lions Get Active program, please post them on this page, or you can post them to me personally and I'll answer them on the video next week. I'll still be at Gazer Footy Club next week. What I'll probably do over the next few weeks afterwards though, is we'll try and do a few different things. I might try and get our other lion, Lynn, to maybe do some yoga. I was even thinking the other day, maybe, again, once the whole social distancing thing is out of the way, I might see if I can try and get someone from Diabetes SA to join me on one of these walks, and that way we've got someone we can talk to directly and ask any questions as well. So I'll see if I can line that up. Don't hold me to how long I can get that, or how long it might take to get that up and running, but I'll see if I can get that going as well. I'll see if I can get some other people with some other exercise ideas on the camera as well, and that way I can share some ideas in case you're struggling. But yeah, I've got lots of ideas that we're going to do with the Lions Get Active program as well later on. We just need to wait for the coronavirus and everything to settle down here in Australia, or here in Adelaide obviously, and go from there. So as I said, I wish you a good day. I wish you a good week as well. Enjoy Easter with your family if you're able to, or at least with your loved ones within your household. Get out there and find a way to do some exercise, even if that's just gardening, a walk around your block, get on your bike with the kids, do whatever you need to do to keep active and stay healthy. Thank you for following me this morning, guys. I really appreciate it. You're all beautiful people. If you want to send me your photos, please do. If you want to send me any questions, please do. If you just want to send any general comments, please do. And I guess most of all, if you could share this video for other people, just to promote what Lions do from a program point of view, from an association point of view, and that way if they've got any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them as well. I'd love for you to share those videos, to share this video, sorry. And please have a look at the other videos I've done over the last few weeks. If there's anything that I've spoken about that sparks an interest, like I say, give me a call, give me a message, ask a question, throw me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, as I've currently heard from a few people as it is, which is really cool. So yeah, last time, have a great day. Happy Easter, Adelaide. Enjoy the week, and I'll see you next week.